Hey guys, it's getting weird again, right? Just me, alone in this dimly lit room, talking about the strange ways the human mind works? That's why you clicked on this video. You're drawn to the darkness, to the secrets whispering in the shadows. We're diving deep into the messed up, the twisted, the hilariously tragic world of attraction. Why do we crave what we can't have? By the end of this video, you will know. We're talking about the 6 behaviors that make someone chase you like a moth to a flickering, probably cursed flame. Picture this, you're at a party, everyone's awkwardly standing around, making small talk, but then there's person. They walk in like they own the place. Not in an arrogant way, but like they're just comfortable in their own skin. They're not trying too hard, they're just existing. And everyone is drawn to them. It's like they're giving off this weird magnetic aura. That's confidence.
Now let's say you try to fake it. You walk in, chest puffed out, trying to act all cool and aloof, but you trip over the welcome mat and faceplant into the snack table. Not cute.
Confidence isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing your weirdness, your flaws, and owning it. Trust me, there's something strangely attractive about someone who's comfortable enough to laugh at themselves.
So chin up, weirdos. The world is your runway, or at least your dimly lit living room.
Remember that person at the party, the confident one? Now imagine you walk up to them, eager to hear their life story, and they just stare at you, blankly. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but you get the point. Being mysterious isn't about being a silent enigma, it's about holding back a little. It's about leaving people wanting more.
Think of it like a scary movie. Imagine if they showed the monster in all its glory in the first 5 minutes. Boring, right? It's the suspense, the anticipation, the not knowing that keeps you hooked.
The same goes for people. Don't lay all your cards out on the table right away. Hold back a little. Share your weirdness in doses. Let them wonder about you. Let them create their own narratives in their heads. Because sometimes the stories we tell ourselves are way more interesting than the actual truth.
Keep them guessing, and they'll keep coming back for more.
You know those couples who are attached at the hip 24/7? Yeah, those ones. Don't be those couples.
Independence is sexy. It shows that you have a life outside of your relationship, or potential relationship.
Have your own hobbies, your own friends, your own weird little world that you escape to. Because the more you nurture your own individuality, the more attractive you become.
Think about it. Would you rather date a cardboard cutout or someone with their own thoughts, dreams, and maybe a slight obsession with collecting vintage rubber ducks? Exactly.
Chapter 4, Reverse Psychology. It's not just for toddlers anymore.
Okay, this one is a little bit manipulative, but hey, sometimes you gotta play dirty, right?
Reverse psychology is basically the art of making someone want something by acting like you don't want them to have it.
It's like when your mom told you not to look in that specific drawer when you were a kid. What did you do? You looked, didn't you?
We're all just rebellious little creatures at heart. So, how do you use this Jedi mind trick in the dating world? Act like you don't even care.
Well, let's say you're texting someone and they're taking forever to respond. Instead of sending a million follow-up texts like a desperate pigeon, play it cool.
Go do something else. Bake a cake. Watch a documentary about the mating habits of earthworms.
The point is, distract yourself and make them think you have better things to do.
Because the less you seem to care, the more they'll want your attention. It's twisted, it's messed up, it's human nature.
Chapter 5, be unpredictable, but like in a good way.
Remember what I said about being mysterious? Well, this goes hand in hand with that. Being unpredictable is all about keeping things interesting.
It's about being spontaneous, keeping them on their toes, making them wonder what you're going to do next.
Now, I'm not saying you have to become some kind of chaotic wildcard who juggles chainsaws while riding a unicycle. Unless that's your thing, then by all means go for it.
But it's the little things that count. Surprise them with a thoughtful gift. Send them a funny meme out of the blue.
Suggest doing something completely out of your comfort zones, like, I don't know, competitive ferret racing.
The point is to keep them guessing. Because let's be honest, predictable is boring.
And boring is the kiss of death in any relationship.
Chapter 6, The Art of the Disappearing Act.
Okay, this is the last one, and it might be the most important. Creating scarcity is all about making yourself less available.
It's about playing hard to get, but like on an advanced level.
Think of it like this. You know those limited edition sneakers that everyone goes crazy for? The ones with the insane resale value?
They're not necessarily better than any other sneakers, but they're rare, and that makes them desirable.
The same principle applies to people. The more you're around, the less valuable you become.
It's like that old saying, familiarity breeds contempt. Or maybe it was familiarity breeds comfortable silence and a shared Netflix account. Either way, you get the point.
Don't be afraid to say no sometimes. Don't be afraid to cancel plans if you're not feeling it.
Because the more you make yourself a scarce commodity, the more they'll be chasing after you, trying to get their hands on the limited edition version of you.
So, you want to be chased? Well, there you have it. 6 twisted, slightly manipulative, but undeniably effective ways to make someone chase you like they're possessed by a lovesick demon. But just remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use these techniques wisely, my little love ninjas. And if you happen to find yourself on the receiving end of these tactics, well, run. Run as fast as you can, or, lean into it. Maybe you like being chased. Maybe you're into the whole emotional roller coaster thing. Who am I to judge? I'm just a guy sitting alone in a room talking to a camera about the strange ways of the human heart. Until next time, my dark little darlings, stay weird.